What's up, guys? Stas here. So listen, you saw the title. I feel like this company that we're going to talk about today could easily go bankrupt. Or if it doesn't go bankrupt, it's going to get bought out. I don't think this company could last as a standalone company. And we're going to break down numbers in this video. And of course, I'm going to tell you what the company is right now. The company is Peloton, which if you guys are an OG viewer of the channel, meaning you've been watching for a while, you know that I've had some words to say about Peloton a long time ago. I mean, this is when the stock was actually surging, as you guys can see on the screen here. It got all the way to 170. I was warning you guys during that time period, and even when it dumped and started to rally up again, you guys can see here on the chart, it went from 170 to about 79, 80 bucks. Then it started rallying again over 100. A lot of people started getting excited at that point, but I was warning you guys. So we got to break down Peloton in this video. So sit back, relax, take a sip of your water, stay hydrated, guys. And if you want some free money from Moomoo, use that link down below, deposit at least 100 bucks, and you could get up to 15 stocks, each up to 2,000 bucks. So Peloton plans to cut about 500 jobs, roughly 12% of its remaining workforce. And the company's, I said workhorse. That's another stock that we're not going to get into in this video. Workforce is what I meant. This is their fourth round of layoffs this year, guys. And I believe their workforce during the peak of the company, if you will, during the pandemic, I think it was more than double what it is right now. So they're cutting, again, 500 jobs, laying off their fourth round of layoffs. And the new CEO, Barry McCarthy, who came in, I think this was back in February, he said he is giving the company, which, mind you, is unprofitable, he's giving the company another 6 months to significantly turn itself around. And by that, who knows really what that means? I mean, that's pretty, I guess, subjective, right? But overall, that's what he's saying. And if it fails in that 6-month time period, and mind you guys, this news just came out, if it fails in 6 months from now, Peloton likely isn't able to stand alone, or it's not able to be a standalone company, meaning it's gotta figure something out. It's either going to go bankrupt or get bought out by somebody like, who knows, an Amazon, an Apple, one of these big tech names. And to be honest, that's what I think is going to happen, but we'll talk more about that later on in this video. So make sure you guys stick on throughout, and we're going to break down the charts, some more numbers. So let's keep on going. The job reductions announced to staff on Thursday, which is today, will leave Peloton with roughly 3,800 employees globally, which, again, like I said earlier, this is less than half of the people that the company employed at its peak last year. And that's what we're noticing with a lot of these companies, guys. During the pandemic, they just hired way too much. They overhired. People were working remote. And from that, or since that point, we've seen this with Tesla, right? They cut a bunch of workers, remote workers. A lot of these companies, they're realizing, holy crap, we're overhiring. We overhired. There's a ton of inflation now. Customers aren't willing to spend as much money with our products, depending on the product, obviously. And we got to do something. We got to cut costs. And that's what these companies are noticing. And that's another point here with Peloton. Think about it, guys. Back in the pandemic, everybody was at home. They were like, okay, I'm going to buy this bike or this treadmill, sign up for these fitness classes because I can't go into the gym, right? Well, now that's a thing of the past. People are going back to the gym. Trust me, guys. I'm not a jacked bodybuilder or anything like that, but I understand gym culture very well because I've been doing the gym, lifting, playing basketball, I've been into this stuff for over a decade, so I'm in the culture. Trust me, people want to go in a gym, work out in a gym, have that community, right? Then be at home on Peloton. And the inflation right now is squeezing the middle class, and I understand these products are more for the, upper middle class or whatever, because let's be honest, who's spending a couple grand on a bike or a treadmill? But still, at this point, I feel like the inflation is really starting to squeeze the upper middle class. They're starting to pull back on spending. And obviously the ultra rich, the ultra wealthy, they don't give a crap. But if you're in the middle class, upper middle class, you're cutting back on spending. What are you cutting back on? Are you cutting back on groceries? Are you cutting back on gas? Are you cutting back on your rent, which you really can't cut back on? Or are you going to cut back on Peloton? What are you going to do? You're not going to buy a Peloton bike, guys. Let's be honest. This is really hurting the company right now, and the stock is down from $170 freaking dollars, which I can't even imagine. Well, I can imagine because we lived through it, but I just can't even really fathom the fact that people were valuing this company at that point. It is unfreaking believable. It's down 95%. I mean, it might as well, at this point, it might as well just go bankrupt. It's down 95%. And let me pull up some numbers quickly here in terms of market cap, things like that here on Peloton. Holy smokes, guys. Peloton's market cap is $2.8 billion freaking dollars. Can you imagine that? $2.8 billion, and it's down 95%. So at its peak, I think this market cap was at 80 billion, 70 billion, 60 billion, somewhere in that ballpark, which is just, it's just unbelievable. Now it's at 3 billion. So for Amazon to buy this, Microsoft, or I don't know, Microsoft probably won't buy this. There's no reason for them. I could see Amazon or Apple buying them or whatever, or somebody else. Who knows? It's pennies on the dollar. I mean, $3 billion. I mean, maybe they'll pay a little bit more than that, depending on where, what they agree on. Maybe they'll buy Peloton for $15 a share or $12 a share. I don't know. But whatever that comes out to be, it's pennies on the dollar for these big companies. And I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Seriously. I mean, I don't know. I'm balancing between, are they going to get bought out, or are they going to just close the books, go bankrupt because they're just losing money hand over fist? Again, they lost $1.2 billion in their most recent quarter. This obviously cannot continue. And who's going to give this company money? I mean, are they going to get financing from somebody? I'm sure they probably could. Or are they just going to get bought out? At this point, I think Amazon's going to come in, to be honest. That's my prediction. They're going to swoop in, and they're going to buy Peloton for about $5 billion, $4 or $5 billion, somewhere right there. And they're going to turn this into, maybe they're going to be able to cut the cost. They're going to be able to ramp production up or make it a bit more cost efficient. And who knows? Maybe they'll be able to bring back the Peloton brand. I mean, I have no idea. But at this point, what I can tell you for sure is gyms are packed. More people are going to the gyms. And this is what I've been saying for over 2 years at this point. I was telling you guys this in the pandemic and during the pandemic. And think about it. These products are so expensive. I mean, they're so expensive. No one's buying this crap right now. No, I'm sure they're selling, obviously, some product. But for the most part, people are cutting back. They're watching their budgets. They're looking at what are needs, what are wants. And at this point, if they want a treadmill, they can either go to the gym and pay 30, 40, 50 bucks a month. They can go and buy a cheap one. They're not going to go and buy a $5,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $2,000, however the heck many thousands of dollars these products are. That's just my opinion. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know your thoughts. Drop me a comment down below in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and feel free to share it with a friend. You might as well if you want other people to get this news, which I think is pretty important to avoid a stock. Personally, I'm avoiding it. You guys do what you want, but I'm avoiding it. Stocks like these, I mean, they're just, for every 100 you buy, you make money on 2, you're going to lose your butt on the 98. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. So if you haven't gotten your 15 stocks yet, guys, use that link down below. Deposit at least $100 with Moomoo. You get 15 stocks, each up to $2,000. And you could also get 12 stocks from Webull with any amount deposited. All of those are linked down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peloton, I don't even know. We'll see how it goes down. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.